Hey guys, here's the stock clutch pressure plate and release bearing from my 2010 Acura TSX. So the problem I was having is at idle out here, a rattling noise. And the moment I pushed in the clutch pedal, the noise went away. So after doing some researches on the Honda Tech forum, looking at that YouTube video about noises in a manual transmission video, I thought it was an input shaft bearing. I was like, oh shit, that means I replaced the clutch plate and had to rebuild the transmission. So I took it to a shop. They took it on a test drive. They're like, yo man, your trans is fine. We just think your clutch is worn. So they replaced the clutch. No, that noise is gone now. I don't hear any rattling in gears 1 to 3. As you can see, look at that clutch plate. Hold on, let me jiggle it around. That's where all the noise was coming from. So very honest shop. I love it. Then this is the stock pressure plate. There's no funny grooves. There's no blue hot spots. So the clutch is just simply worn because this is a New York City car and a Houston car initially. So the 4 previous owners, they were from Houston and New York City. So a lot of stop and go traffic if you ever been in there. So for 130,000 miles of very harsh stop and go traffic, I'm not gonna complain. 4 previous owners, so there's obviously kids and young adults learning how to drive sticks. So they probably dumped the clutch too much, and that caused us the damper springs in here to take a lot of shock. So that's why the clutch plate started rattling. And here's the stock plate. As you can see, it's almost to the rivets. In some spots, it's almost to the rivets. So I could probably easily have limped on this for another 10k miles. It wasn't slipping. I could redline it first, second, and third. There was no slips. So the clutch, it just made noise. That's it. And this is the stock pressure plate, like I said earlier. There's a nice little groove in the pressure plate fingers, but it's not too deep in. And this is the stock release bearing. A little bit of noise. Not too bad, but this is also known as the throwout bearing. I call it the release bearing. So for a clutch to serve me this long, with me being the 5th owner, so the previous owners probably just didn't drive too well in city traffic. It's probably caused those springs to go out. So you have a noise at idle, and it goes when we push in the clutch pedal. It might just be your clutch plate, and it's probably not a transmission issue. So just take it to a shop and have them inspect it, test drive it, and diagnose the issue. As you can see, this noise is really horrendous. You know, it would freak you out. You know, when I let off the throttle, I was like, oh shit, that sounds like a bad bearing. But like I said, I hope this video helps you out.